Hello and welcome back. I'm Arumba. Thank you for joining me. Let's do some more of our Reconquista Arumba's Assay, episode number 3. We've gained a claim against Mali. We'll spy on him a bit more. We're still improving relations with people like Britannia. I think I'd rather spy. Let's maybe top off relations with our ally for a moment. Keep a diplomat around in case we want to do any peace deal checks. Alright. I mean, the Netherlands don't appear to have very many troops. They've got 10,000 infantry, 6,000 cav, and only 6,000 cannons. That seems to be fairly small. Our navy does seem to be relatively safe, which is quite shocking. It's kind of annoying that they seized that province from us, but that's okay, I guess. What is our focus? We've got coexistence. Truce with Naples is up. I noticed that we do have enough land that has the institution that we could embrace now, so we're going to start stockpiling cash. These provinces here, as I expected, are getting this spread very quickly. This one's about to get it, and also I noticed that in our this must have been our former capital, and then we formed Andalusia. I was looking through this to see how we somehow got 70% here, and the only thing I saw was European 20 development capital. I think we moved our capital, which stopped the printing press spread. So that's kind of unfortunate that our capital is weaker now, but once it's spread into here, it's going to spread super quick into this state. And I think I'll just turn on institution spread edict there too, just to guarantee that we get that discount. Top off relations with this guy. We also want to improve relations with our new subject Catalonia a bit. Why Catalonia? Just in case no one is aware. Catalonia has a lot of great cores that you can return, and the primary target that I use to release Catalonia is the Baleares. There's no fort here, so you can seize it in any war that you're at war with the Aragonese country. You don't have to actually send a navy out there, you can just demand it because there's no zone of control. And then from there you release Catalonia, and then in the next war you return all of these cores. 33 development, 9 development, 13, 9, 8, 12, 18, I mean, it's just so much. It's a great country. Like, whenever the player who submitted the save had done that last war, rather than taking Barcelona, I probably would have just taken the Baleares. It would have been cheaper to take, because it'd be less total development, less war score. And then in the next war, you use Reconquista, the return cores, on him, and it's just pretty inexpensive. Austria has announced France's arrival. Let's participate in that fight. We'll send over our other leader. We have a disloyal subject, Portugal. French Protestants. Ooh, France loses 4 stability. Yikes. And our navy has found a British fleet. There are 12 French units on the 19 transports and our 23 lights versus 3 British heavies. This is going to be a tough fight. He's got a 6.5 leader and he's Great Britain, so we're probably going to want to retreat from that. Portugal, we probably just need to placate for now. Yeah, I want to keep him loyal, keep the money coming in. Losing prestige is unfortunate, but on the other hand, we have so many ships here, we might be able to overwhelm the morale of these guys. And honestly, even if we lose a few ships, it's probably not the end of the world. Yeah, killed some of his lights. Oh my god, that 15. Yeah, let's actually retreat. Fighting the British Navy is never fun. Again, this is where, at the very beginning of this segment, right, in the episode 1, I talked about how if we had fewer cav and more cannons, the cav are just sitting around doing nothing right now. More cannons would be speeding the siege along by a very significant amount. So I am going to train, I think, at least 2 more cannons. I'd like to get up to 10. 10 is like the sweet spot for maintaining 1 siege at a time. Fortunately, we still got lucky and got a wall breach with a 13. France is chomping at the bit to move on, looks like. There's still some loot to be had in all these provinces. Our goal is just to knock out the Netherlands and then wait until Great Britain decides that they don't want to be at war anymore. 50% chance of stuff or take tax. I don't want unrest right now, especially while we're at war. Let's improve relations with our new subject, since we have that diplomat free. Power projection wise, we could also do something. Should have thought of that a while back, actually. Let's come back from Morocco. And let's send a carefully worded insult. Ah, shoot. Now we have negative prestige. We can't do a scornful insult. Rats. If we could do a scornful insult, we could at least get our power projection up higher. In fact, why don't we do this? Why don't we go try to privateer in... Not Genoa. France... No, Naples owns Genoa. Let's try privateering in Safi. See if our navy is safe while we're at war with Great Britain. Since it's a little bit further south, he might not send his navy nearby. We can get some power projection that way. Get some extra monarch point generation. Also, we need to build one more workshop for that mission that I've forgotten about. Okay, Antwerpen has fallen. Let's move on to Utrecht, his capital, level 3 fort. Let's path right through there and have this army go to there and stop. Should have reinforcements coming in nearby, probably. 45 stack for France. Even if we take some losses in this battle, we should be alright. I think we're behind on tech right now. Yeah, they've got tech 15 to our tech 14. We're not going to take tech while we got our institution penalty. So this fight's pretty painful, but the French are coming. Our artillery are taking some losses, though. Yeah, I'm actually gonna... Wait, no, that's their artillery. Derp, we're on the top. Our artillery are fine. I know how to play this game. Also, incidentally, we get a lot of participation for being in that fight. Helps to offset the strength of France. Let's, group these guys. I want to take the Cav. Consolidate them down. We did lose some artillery in that fight. I think I'm also going to shift consolidate the infantry on both stacks, just so that we can reinforce a little bit slower, keep our manpower pool available in case we have another bad battle, and I want to make sure we have enough manpower to reinforce the cannons during sieges. So I think, actually, let's take these infantry and real consolidate them. Since we only have 2,700 cannons, there's no point in leaving extra cannons here. One cannon will do the same job as 3,000. You have to have 4,000 to get the next level of bonus. So we'll just go down to a 1001 stack on the siege and pull everyone else off. And we'll put the other leader in charge just to make sure the army's kind of safe. Okay. We do want to take Miltech 15 really soon, but the next war, like the next major war, is going to be against Morocco and Aragon with France's help, and he'll have Tech 15. So I think we can be kind of cheesy or kind of, cheap here and just go for the ideas. Finish off our national idea set before we worry about taking Tech 15. We definitely need to be caught up on Miltech by the time we go to war with France, though. I would not consider trying to fight France if he has a military tech advantage on top of all of his other perks. This army was going to help out with the siege there. They've got 4 cannons. They have a 4 siege pip leader. Holy smokes. In that case, we will forward 2 cannons. Plus an 8 stack. Because, if you look right now, every single day that's going by, right here, we're not getting any participation. Watch the date. 141. Alright, we're actually getting participation now because the army's arrived. So, in order to get participation in the war, you have to have active sieges with enough troops yourself to do the siege. If you only send like a 1 stack there, it doesn't count. if you just give them like a 1 stack with a siege leader, it doesn't count. So this is a level 3 fort. We need at least 9,000 troops, hence the 10 stack. 2 extra cannons to take the total bonus up to 6, which gives us an extra 1. Also, it'd be nice if we could get a naval blockade on that, but that's probably not going to happen. Why do we want participation? Because participation means that we will get some of the cash when we inevitably win the war. We have positive war score right now, despite the fact that they have Parnaiba. They're also the war leader, so we don't have to worry about France negotiating some silly peace deal. This whole fleet is supposed to be privateering in Safi. And one thing that's kind of crazy is that they can actually like hide in port and you still get the power projection. Unlike with Protect Trade, where they actually have to go do the job, with privateering, for some reason, while hiding, they still give power projection. It's quite nice. Let's get a claim on Trarza as well. Come back from there. And again, we want to be stockpiling cash. One thing we need to be aware of is that it's quite possible for Great Britain to just dock like a 20 stack in Iberia. So, ideally, we'll be safe. I want to keep an eye on this. This is going in the direction that I am not happy about. I think they're going for our capital. So, based on that, let's let France continue his siege on his own. Great Britain, I assume, has Tech 15. Ugh, this is going to be rough. We're going to have to path home. Avoiding his rebels if we can. And I think we're going to need to get some more infantry to cover these front lines. Also, I wanted... We have 6 cannons with 2 more coming. Let's get 2 more cannons. It'll take him over 30 days, like 36 days to land his army if he is going for our capital area. He's still heading in further to the Gulf of Almeria now. And now he's landing a stack, 21 stack in Barcelona. And it appears to be mostly cannons. You can tell by the animation for the little symbol there. It's a cannon. That means that cannons are the biggest unit. Now, theoretically, it could be like a, I don't know, 8 infantry, 8 cavalry, 10 cannons, and then the cannons would be there. But sometimes the AI is completely stupid, and they send like a 20 stack of cannons and nothing else. Let's head to Girona. And again, he's not going to land until June 9th. We have positive 13 war score, most of which comes from our occupations of the Netherlands. If we separate piece the Netherlands, then we do miss out on all that war score against Great Britain. He's got 32 enthusiasm. I would settle for a white peace just to, not be in this war. There's no way we're ever going to invade mainland Great Britain. He landed a 3018. Yep. AI gonna AI, right? I think despite his tech advantage, our much better composed army can probably beat his. Also, let's finish that last core. And I think we'll continue to assign land to the Dhimmi. Oh, that's actually a 337. That'd be decent for the nobles. Dhimmi's better. Honestly, I'm just going to go nuts with the Dhimmi. I want to get the Dhimmi up to 40% influence. And now, if we wanted to, we could piss off the Ulema in order to get more influence with the Dhimmi, so we get that tech cost discount. They have a lot of loyalty right now, so we could recruit from them. Let's do that to get their influence up a little bit. Let's also gain 20 loyalty, and they gain influence. That's what we really want. We can do this at the cost of the Emirs and the Ulema. We miss out on our missionary strength bonus this way, but let's do this. And then let's, with that crazy amount of extra loyalty that we have stockpiled, we can impose a big religious tax. It would be even bigger if we could get their influence to 75% though. I am perfectly happy to click this button because even though it's going to raise the autonomy in every one of these provinces, the main benefit is the taxes. So we're going to just do this click as well. And then we're going to impose a massive 400 ducat tax on the Dhimmi. We're going to use that money to probably build more ships and stuff. Also, mosques. We still aren't at our force limit, so I do want these, though. Granada does have a trade thing, I think? Yes. And the gold mine does not. Gold mine has 5, 10, 5. We even need upgraded castles at this point. As I mentioned a while back, I would definitely try to protect that gold mine, so I will build a fort in this province. And let's see how our battle goes with Mr. Great Britain. We're using our... That's not my leader, that's the Aragon's leader. We are a 2-3-2-2 against a 3-0-18 stack with no leader. Okay, I mean, we have a morale disadvantage like crazy, 3.9 versus his 5.7. The biggest reason for that is that he has Tech 15, which gives 1 more base morale. So we'll take a lot of morale damage, but we've got a good ruler, good leader, and cannons take a lot of extra damage in the front row. Because he landed this army here, we should be able to completely overrun it and stack wipe it in this next province. This guy's arriving on the 24th. Let's not risk it just in case any of them actually have morale left. Send the actual army over there. There we go. Alright, I don't see the English trying to land another army. So, Utrecht fell. Are there any more forts up there? There are no more forts owned by this guy, and France is doing a good job of routing him. So let's just park our army back home in preparation for the defense of wherever Great Britain tries to land troops. We now have 26 war score against his 30 enthusiasm. Again, I'd be happy just to white peace, so we can get our navy back to doing what I want it to do. Also, don't let me forget that I want to do what? Save money for the institution. There's our next workshop. That's the mission. Give me my mission. Thank you. 50 more admin, 10 more tax income. I'm actually going to consolidate out or delete that half cav. Does Granada actually get bonuses to cavalry? I don't think they do. So there's not any like compelling reason to go cav heavy with this country. So we're basically at the ratio I had recommended in episode 1. I still think we should train more infantry, just that we have we're closer to the actual combat width of 29. We only have 16 in the front row right now, so if we train another 10, we'll be at 26. That's pretty close to a max combat width engagement. Just pure infantry, just to be able to fight, would be a good idea. Start off by adding another 8 infantry, take us to our force limit. Merchants are worried about a lack of protection in mercantilism for just 25 dip. That's a good deal. It's like the French have pulled their army back to try to take care of their Catholic zealots. That is a mountain fort, Protestant zealots. We could help him out by going to take care of that. Let's send over, not the whole army, leave behind the damaged infantry. Try to avoid some attrition. The Worldly Ulema. The Ulema gain loyalty, gain corruption, and we get corrupt Sadr. Or we can lose corruption and lose loyalty. Okay. Currently have no corruption, so whenever you get an event like this, it's a great time to just take a free loan. Take this click, debase currency, and then say only traders have nothing to fear, and immediately lose that corruption again. And we just get to keep the money. I want to build another fort. So that fort plus that fort will end up protecting this area pretty well. We have nothing to protect Schlib. We've got nothing up here. This is also a defensive province. I think I'll build a fort here. We'll start off with the obsolete ones just so that we get more zone of control. Then we'll try to work toward upgrading them. That'll keep our army tradition from growing, from falling down quite as much. Hopefully after France takes care of his rebels. I wish he would put that 3-star leader in charge of his 40 stack. That would probably make more sense, wouldn't it? What is Tunis doing here? Like, why are you following me around? Go away. You're making me suffer attrition, Tunis, and I don't appreciate it. I haven't told him to attach to me yet. He's just like, he happens to be going in the exact same direction that we are. It's kind of odd. We do have some unrest. Let's put auto suppress on for now with this army since it's just kind of hanging out. Put the other leader in charge. Looks like somebody else already took care of that rebellion, so once we're done with that. 25 war score against his 25 enthusiasm. I think, again, that we just go for a white peace here. France has issues. I want France to have issues, but I also want him to be strong for when we fight Morocco. So, and I don't think that Great Britain's our rival, so we can't really benefit from this very much. Bring the army home. We're not going to help France if we don't have to. I was going to help him in that one because the mountain fort will be a pain, but that big 40 stack, I'm not going to deal with that. Lix Buna gets improved fortifications until a while, or we can get them in Garnata and Cortuba. I don't know these province names. I don't like this setting. Let's go with okay, so Cortuba is our capital. It doesn't really matter. Hopefully no one's going to be sieging us. All right, let's just take a white piece. An effective white piece. We could wait for him to go down to medium enthusiasm. Let's try that. We could take Diplotech, but we have a 39% penalty right now. We're waiting for some cash so that we can actually embrace the institution. Our economy is suddenly quite bad due to what reason? Army maintenance, fort maintenance. We've got our Diplo expense with Portugal. You know what it is? We're paying for these forts. These are probably higher level forts. Let's transfer this to one of our subjects. We'll have Portugal pay for it. We don't want to give it to France because then he might separate peace, but we can save a little bit of cash that way. And what else are we paying for? Just the 3 that we're supposed to have, plus the subsidies to Portugal. Let's improve relations with Portugal a little bit. Try to keep that topped off. Looks like our gift wore off, but after this war's over, we could possibly integrate him. We'd lose the in a war together bonus. Down to 22 enthusiasm. Also going to just lower maintenance a bit. You know what? Let's just go down to no maintenance. We have the army on suppress right now, but I'm not going to worry about it. We've got 42 supply here. They can't actually suppress if they have no morale, so that's what I'm saying. Like, I would rather save the money. We need the economy. We're not going to let Great Britain or Netherlands out. We're going to use the war score we have with the Netherlands against Great Britain. Justification to end the war. If we just kill that last army, it would actually give us a fair bit of war score, though. We're also losing the ticking war score over time, so that's a bit of a concern. I think we're close enough. Let's just peace out now. Got so much money he could give, but don't want to be in this war. So in the end of the day, they suicided like 20 cannons at us, and then they stole one of our colonies. Not a big deal. That's where the majority of his focus was for the war. That's why it wasn't that big of a deal for us. This colony is nearly complete. And again, we're at no maintenance. Let's see. We're rivaled to, again, Morocco, Mali, and to Milan. Let's split this navy. Let's have half of it go privateer in the node of the Ivory Coast. I want to make sure we don't lose our power projection. That didn't do anything, so how about we privateer in... What if we try privateering in, like, Genoa, where Milan is? Or can we reach Venice? We cannot. And we're going to continue to stockpile cash so that we can buy the institution. Relations with Portugal are at 144. Neighboring different religion, have a core. Max out relations. What else could we do? We can't offer him access because he's a subject. We really can't do much aside from wait for a random event or just wait for the aggressive expansion to decay and the subsidies to go up. We could send him a gift, but we gotta get him to 165 before that take him high enough to integrate. Okay. Well, I'm gonna wrap this up here. I think that that this save would be a lot of fun to keep playing out, but I don't know. I don't want to just keep playing this campaign for a long period of time. I want to move on to the next assay. I would say this to the player who submitted the save, Dan, I believe it was. Your goal from here would be to use Morocco. Oh shoot, I forgot to mention this. Darn it. This was something I had written down and I forgot about it in the first episode. Rats. Okay, it's still true. I had a note that says, keep a close eye on defensive alliances. They aren't always what they seem. Tunis won't defend Morocco right now, so we can use a war deck on Morocco to just break up the alliance. Right now there's a little triangular like hug box going on. We're allied to Tunis, Morocco's allied to Tunis, and Tunis is allied to both of us, and it's just, you know, whatever. Like he's just like being the mediator here. But we can declare on Morocco. We can't call Tunis in because he's allied to him, but he won't defend him. So we might as well do that. And we could also fight Mali this way. And we definitely want to use France for something like this. If he wasn't fighting in another war, which is the British conquest of Inverness. Okay, he must have just declared that. Then we want to use that. So I would just, attack Morocco directly, call France in, right the economy a bit, and then do another war on Aragon with France's help, possibly declare another war on Morocco with France's help, and then once all your favors are used up, again, letting France do most of the heavy lifting, then you would look to break the alliance. You'd want to ally his rivals, so his enemies are Denmark, Ottomans, and Austria. I'd be looking to see, like, what's it going to take to get an alliance with Austria, or possibly with the Ottomans again. If we weren't allied to France and we were stronger, we have apparently only 38 trust here. That's probably not going to happen. What about Denmark? Negative 1015. They have negative opinion. If we weren't allied to France, that's only 100 reasons. Distance between borders. We could improve relations with these guys and just hope that something changes. Improve relations with Denmark, Austria, Ottomans. But in the meantime, just work on your economy. Develop things out. Eventually, you'll be stronger than France. It's a very playable save. I would just focus on economy. Economy is everything in this game. Let me know what your thoughts are down below. I'll be back in another episode, possibly, or in the next essay. I'm not sure yet, but I'll see you guys in the next episode. See you soon.